Now I know I do this a lot, but how many of you tend to make a quick phone call or send a quick text message before heading down into the subway? Show of hands. And there's a logical reason that we do this. So we can get better connected to that signal and get a better reception in return, because you don't get that in the subway. After all, the better the connection, the better the reception. First week of school was a rather inconvenient time for me, for my father had forgotten to pay the Time Warner cable bill. So no internet connections, any computer-related schoolwork I had to stay later at the Newman Library to complete it, which was annoying, but it wasn't the worst part. The worst part is that I couldn't watch my shows with the cable out. So that means no Ninja Warrior and no Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. That's my show. And life was rough. First world problems, I know. Needless to say, the bill got paid, got connected to the cable and internet again, and all was good in the world. The better the connection, the better the reception. But isn't that phrase so true about all connections we make in life? Whether it's your professional life, your relationships with friends and family, and your spiritual life. The stronger those connections are, the greater the reception in the form of opportunity, love, and fulfillment that you can bring into your life. So ladies and gentlemen, in the next few minutes, you are going to pick up the tools that you can use to enhance the quality of the connections in your life by using what I call my 3 C's to conducive connections. All right, number 1, commitment. Without the exercise of commitment, not only will you struggle to make stronger connections, but also to just develop and grow in everyday life. As a student, if you fail to commit to studying daily, whether it's doing your daily readings or completing your homework in on time or preparing for that exam, you'll likely fall behind and it'll reflect poorly on exam day. Now, if you can manage to get a 4.0 without doing any of that, please let me know your secret, because it's just too impractical for you. How many of you are in a relationship right now? Anyone? And even if you're not, I want you to think. What would happen if all of a sudden you decided to just ignore your boyfriend or girlfriend for like 2 weeks? Like, I love you. 2 weeks, nada. It wouldn't end well. It'd get nasty. So commitment to communicate is key. And you can practice commitment by whether you're committing to correspond with God or whoever you honor in your spiritual life. If you commit to corresponding with them, you'll grow in that connection, you'll grow in that faith. Networking, it's imperative. Like, I just made some connections today at a conference I was at. If I don't commit to following up with those individuals, whether it's shooting an email, setting up a coffee meeting, doing that every now and then, just so that you can maintain that connection and it doesn't get forgotten or weakened, right? The better the connection, the better the reception. Number 2, conviction. Say what you mean what you say, and I'd like to add, know what you mean. Prime example, Tony Robbins. How many of you have ever listened to Tony Robbins speak, or you're at least familiar with who he is? Tony Robbins? Right. Where do I start? Tony Robbins, if you just listen to him speak for 30 seconds, instantly you'll be engaged. Why? Because that man knows what he's talking about, and you can just tell by the way he talks. Furthermore, he lets you know that he truly believes in everything that he's saying, and that what he is saying can impact lives. It's that confidence, it's that sincerity, it's that conviction that enables him to be such a great speaker. It's that conviction that enables him to make a deep connection with his audience. So the way you can practice conviction in your life, it can be the way you articulate your value to a potential employer with confidence. The way you pray to God or your spiritual contacts with sincerity, like you mean it. It can even be the way you say I love you to your mom on the phone. Like, there's a difference when you say, I love you, bye. Or me, when I was 15 and around my friends, I'd be like, okay, Mom. And I look around to make sure they're not looking or listening, And I whisper in the phone, I love you, bye. And somehow they manage to hear, like, you said I love you to your mom. I'm like, shut up, guys. Those cool idiots. I love my mom. And I hope you do too. Not my mom, yours. That would be weird. So when you make an effort to speak with conviction to an individual, you'll develop a stronger connection with that individual. Number 3, charisma. Now, I believe this is the most important aspect, and that's why I saved it for last. Charisma, simply put, is one's ability to attract people towards them. It's one's charm. So the way you can practice charisma and develop a deeper connection with a person, all you need to do to develop a deeper connection with someone is make that person feel like $1 million. Like $1 million. Now, I'm not saying to talk them up like they're the second coming of Christ. It's not what it's about. It's about making them feel good. Compliment them. Practice you-focused conversations. And listen. Because the consequences could be pretty great if you don't. Have you ever engaged in a conversation with someone whose ego is just through the roof, and all they talk about is just, me, I did this, I did that. Hey, not to be cocky, but I'm the best. Those type of people, it's not very pleasant to talk to. So you got to make people feel good, and you'll reap the reception from it. In the words of Craig Valentine, the 1999 world champion of public speaking, he said, it's not about reminding people of your own importance. It's about reminding them of theirs. When you make people visible, they make you valuable. So ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you to put into practice these 3 C's in your daily interactions with others. I challenge you to commit to frequently getting in contact with whomever you wish to have a stronger connection with. I challenge you to speak with conviction and show people that you're confident. Show people that you're sincere. And show them that you know what you're talking about. I challenge you to make people feel like $1 million. You do those 3 things, and you will be amazed at the quality of the connections you make in your life. So are you ready? Well, let's get connected. Mr. Toastmaster.
I hope everyone has those little comment cards.